Collingwood's good early season form has been overshadowed by verbal attacks on President Eddie McGuire. The Pies are at Gosh's paddock preparing for tonight's NAB Cup semi-final against Essendon. Rob Waters is there. Rob, Eddie's fighting back.
Yes, he did, Christy, as you would expect. It's the first time really that Eddie McGuire's presidency has come under such tough scrutiny. The chief football writer for the Age newspaper, Caroline Wilson, today launching into Eddie and basically saying that it's probably time that he should go. Here's what he had to say in response.
I've got 2 years in my tenure to serve at the very least. There's no thoughts of that at all. And until Caro decided to write an opinion piece, no one had any thoughts of it. The club's going beautifully at the moment.
Could be a delicate year for the Pies off the field, given that Mick Malthouse is also in the last year of a contract. That will be one they'll have to nurse throughout the year. On field, though, things are looking pretty good, it must be said. They're into the semi-finals tonight of the NAB Cup, where they play Essendon. And here we are at Gosh's paddock, where the reserves team is going through their paces. And Nick Maxwell, the Collingwood captain, has been good enough to join us. Nick, you're not going around tonight, but on field, it's all going pretty well. You're fit and you're winning.
It is, yeah, it's going really well. We're going to introduce a couple more players tonight, see Steele play tonight, so I think everyone's been looking forward to seeing him play, our first draft pick of the latest draft. And also just see some other guys come back. Paul Medhurst played well today, Anthony Rocker's been training well, so it's all starting to come together.
And Paul Medhurst, it's his first hit out back. What's been his problem? He's had a really delayed pre-season.
Yeah, he carried some stress fractures into his back last year through the final series, so probably just shows how good he was considering he was carrying that injury. But since then, he's had a bit of a sore foot, but everything's good now, and he's been training well. So we expect him maybe next week to push for selection.
And no pressure on you. You're only wearing number 5 and inherited the captaincy.
Yeah, I mean, there's no pressure. I'm just doing what I have to do and doing my normal job.
All right, well, good luck. And how are you going to balance the NAB Cup trying to win thing with setting up for round 1?
Yeah, we're just in a fortunate position where only really Medhurst, Rocker and probably Sean Rusling are the only 3 who have been unavailable for us through injury. So we're just in a strong position, and we've got a strong team out here today. So it just means a lot of players can play. So the balance has been pretty easy. All
right, well, thanks for joining us tonight and good luck.
No worries, thanks, mate.
Nick Maxwell there, who won't be playing tonight for the Pies when they take on Essendon. You'll see coverage tonight on 10 from 7:30.
Thanks to Rob Waters. And while Collingwood starts hot favourite for tonight's opening semi, the Cats are almost unbackable in tomorrow night's game against Carlton. The Blues today forced to defend their policy to rest 8 of their best players.
There was no Judd, no Fev, no Murphy or Gibbs or Waite. Just the coach and his 29-man squad of largely no-names who tomorrow night carry Carlton's hopes of making the pre-season grand final. Steve Johnson says the Cats still respect their opposition, they just don't know who they are.
With all due respect to Carlton, we'll go out there and it's a game of footy, and we've got to respect the game and respect the opposition. We probably don't know too much about a lot of their players, but it's a good chance for them to have a run against some of our good players.
As if to further illustrate one of footy's greatest mismatches, the Cats have tightened further in betting, in from $1.12 to $1.08. The Blues blowing out further, they're now $7. Punters forecasting a belting, Geelong at shorter odds to win by more than 39.5 points than they are to win by under that margin. Still, the Baby Blues are trying to stay positive.
We're going in with a risk-free attitude to the game. We've put a structure, or the fitness staff put a structure in place at the start of the pre-season, and the NAB Cup's like the final frontier before the season starts for us. So it's just preparation for the season.
Tim Hodges,